Hello, racers and challengers. We are getting ready to kick off our 100K and 100-mile challenge on October 1st. If you're watching this video after October 1st, it's totally fine that you start late. You can read all about that in our challenge info section of this website. What I want to show you here today is how you can upload all of your challenge efforts. This will be different than a virtual 5K, which happens October 24th through October 31st. All registrants are welcome to participate in the challenge, whether you registered for the live 5K, the live 2-mile, the virtual 5K, or the 100K or 100-mile mission-to-mission challenge. So what you're going to want to do is go from our homepage to the More section. You will see a drop down, and there you can select results. Okay, so first thing you see below the heading is this button, Submit Virtual Results. We're going to click on that, and it's going to prompt us to let the system know who we are. So I have someone set up called, very clever, Test Runner. So we type in the name exactly as you are registered, or you can search by email address and birth date if you prefer. As it is, I'm doing name, so I'm going to click on Look Up Registration. Here I am, Test Runner, and next to that it shows that I'm registered for the Mission to Mission Challenge 100K and gives me the option to log activities. If you're registered for one of the other events, the live 5K, the virtual 5K, the live 2-mile, that will appear here in the event section, and that's perfectly fine. You can also click log activities and you'll be able to submit efforts for the Mission to Mission Challenge as well. Okay, now we're at our next page. There's a drop down on the top which you may want to check before moving on. It will naturally take you to the one you're registered for, so you could maybe you see when I do a drop down here, it shows virtual 5K or Mission to Mission Challenge 100K. Those are the options that I'm eligible to submit results for. If I were to go to the virtual 5K, you'll see a note that you cannot submit results at this time. This will be open starting October 24th. So right now, Mission to Mission Challenge 100K or 100-mile results are open, and we're accepting them from a week or so ago all the way up through Monday, November 30th. So as I mentioned, you can get a late start even if you don't kick off on October 1st. Pretty simple from here. You're going to go to the activity box and choose Run, Walk, or Ride. The date you completed it. For me, I'll leave this as 9/30/2020. I'm going to put in just 1 mile for today, as I went for a short run this morning. And those are the only required fields. Optionally, you can enter your time, although I recommend that you only do this if you're going to do it every time. It can give you an average time per mile, and that average time per mile won't make much sense if you don't always put in the time associated with the distance you did that day. You can also put a comment in if you like, just like when you use one of your GPS fitness tracking apps, you can name your run, walk, or ride or say something about it. All right, let's say that you haven't logged your activities for a few days. You can click Add Another Activity and another box will show up. For me, I am logging every day, so I just have my one activity to log. A couple other options before we submit this. If you wanted to, you could load activity from a file. So you can upload a GPX, FIT, or TCX file. To be honest, I don't know the first thing about those, but you might. You can also import from CSV. So if you prefer to keep a spreadsheet of all of your efforts for the month, you can do that. When you click on this, it'll give you details on how to set up your spreadsheet. And then you can simply click the import and upload them that way. I find that going day by day or every couple days and entering my efforts is the easiest way. It's 1, 2, 3, run, walk, ride, the date you did it, and the distance. And then I simply go down and click Submit Activity. It'll give you a confirmation screen. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to appear on the results. So says that right here. They should show on the results page within the next 1 to 3 minutes. So if you go back to the results and take a peek, don't get freaked out if it doesn't show up or it didn't update your mileage right away. It will do that. Okay, finally, you can add another activity from this screen. You can submit photos now. That's a fun new feature that we didn't have access to back at the Market Street Mission 5K Race for Recovery on July 4th, so that's a cool new thing. Although we do want to see your photos on Facebook. Go RSVP to the Facebook event and post your photos there. We love seeing that kind of activity. And then finally, back to results, and that's where you can view your updated status. One other thing on this page is manage activities. You can click on that if you needed to make a change, and you can see my log of activities here. All right, so we'll go back to the results. This actually takes me to my test runner results personal page. And you can see that I have some things in my trophy case here, which is pretty fun. I logged some fake miles, 59 out of the 62.3 done, 94.7%. And if I click on my trophy case, you can see all of the milestones that I have hit. And I have just one more to hit to kind of pretend to hit my mission accomplished for test runner. You'll get there soon enough. Okay, and one last thing that's fun in here is that you can view your progress on the map. Okay, so here's Asbury Park down here where I started, and here's Morristown where I'm finishing, and you can see my little icon right here is very close to the finish. Sharing this page right here through the QR code, Facebook, Twitter, email, etc., is a great way to let people know what you're doing, let people know you're supporting the Jersey Shore Rescue Mission. If you're fundraising, it's a great way for them to come check in on how you're doing and maybe be inspired to donate a little more. All right, I think that is about it. This is the main results list, and you can see Test Runner is our only person right here because we haven't begun the challenge officially yet. But this is where the results post, and this is where you would click to go to that personal page. And right here is the results set drop-down box where you would choose virtual 5K, mission to mission 100K, or mission to mission 100 miles. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much. Get out there and get those miles.